So I have been house sitting this past week and there hasn't been a good internet connection at all. So I have rediscovered the joy of reading. The book that I've been reading is Game of Thrones. Now I know I'm like super behind the curve on Game of Thrones and I haven't even seen the show yet. I've just been reading the book. And I was sort of reluctant to get into the show because I just don't really love gore, violence kind of stuff. But I thought, since everyone has been saying it's amazing, that I would read the book first and prepare myself for whatever would be in the show. Because when you read a book, it's not quite the same as having the visuals right in front of you. This is a quality book. I am on page 629 and I'm almost done with the book. Which is exciting, and I know that there's a whole bunch more to read. But one thing that I have found a little curious when I was reading this is that George R.R. Martin, the author of this book, seems to be obsessed with honey. I know, it sounds weird, but trust me, let me prove it. Here are just a few passages where honey is mentioned. There was still half a honeyed chicken leg in the center of the table. She fed him herself, the honey and water and herb mixture that sustained life. Honey and grease ran over his fingers and dripped down onto his bread as he nibbled at the tender meat. They gorged themselves on horse flesh roasted with honey and peppers. Jeequee, is that his name? Jeequee roasted the meat with sweet grass and fire pods, basting it with honey as it cooked. He was a bee in a stone honeycomb, and someone had torn off his wing. The water tasted as sweet as honey. Well, except for sausage now and again, or honey fingers. Do they have honey fingers in the Seven Kingdoms? That was just the ones I could find again going through the book. There's a lot more. This guy just loves honey. I don't know why. Is it because sugar is not invented? It's not a thing? Like honey is the only thing that they have? Where are the royal beekeepers? Where are they getting all this honey? Why is everything roasted in honey? It sounds terrible. But this is a good book and I am excited to watch the show where I will finally learn how to pronounce some people's names, which would be great. In other news, the house I'm house sitting is clock central. There are so many clocks. They go off all day in the middle of the night. And there's nothing creepier than trying to fall asleep in a house that you don't live in a neighborhood where you don't know anybody, with cuckoo clock going off every hour doing a little tune. I'm looking forward to seeing you next month, which is coming up soon, yay! And I'm looking forward to your video this week, so I will see you soon. Bye! This is a quality book, and I have probably the least quality copy of this book. I think it cost $7.49. Sorry, Game of Thrones.